Hello, parents. I'm coming to you this evening so that you can see what we're about to send home. They've asked us to do a PowerPoint over our classroom structure, some of the things that we're going to be learning in our classroom. So you're going to get a packet that's labeled Parent Orientation. You remember the 26-page thing you got from the email? It's just that important. I need you to really look through this, go over it, and so if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm going to start with lunches. Lunches, so far so good. I just want to make sure that if there's a juice, something that they can't twist the top off of, maybe try an alternate one. If there's a package they can't open, try to go ahead and open it and put it into a baggie so that they can get it open a little easier. Calendars, that is my big deal. That's my second thing. Calendars are my big deal because that's my communication to you and from you. So that way when you sign the calendar, and by the way, those need to be signed every single night, to let me know that you saw the notes in the front pocket, that you saw the homework in the front pocket, and that you got the papers in the back pocket. And those papers in the back pocket, please don't just throw them away. Go through them, see where your child might be struggling, where their weaknesses might be, and then look at the papers that they're really doing good on so you can see their strengths as well, so that we know where we have to work. And that gives me an indication of what I have to do to reteach, and so that might give you some things that you could do to help them at home. Library books. Library books are just like their folders. They come to school every day, they go home every day. They come to school every day, they go home every day. The only day that you won't get them will be Wednesdays because we go to library on Thursdays. All notes will be in that front pocket for you. Just check them out. Make sure that you're looking at the newsletter. That tells you when your lunch menus are due. And they're not going to take late lunch menus this year because they're trying to keep it all on track, because with COVID, they don't want to have to keep redoing all of that, because then it changes what the vendor does. COVID's really kind of changed things up a whole lot this year. Pick up. We pick up in the gym at 8:15. So at 8:15, Miss Mullen and myself, we are leaving the gym. We're coming over to the classroom. That gives us enough time to get in. We get unloaded. We get ready for our morning, because chapel starts at 8:40. So I really need your child to be in the gym between 8 and 8:15 so we can come on down to the classroom and get things ready. At 8:30, I count them tardy. Money. Money's my big thing. I need money in a baggie or an envelope or stapled to the paper that you're sending it back with their name on it. And the reason is because when the kid comes up and just hands me a handful of money, I'm not sure what it's for. Is it for pictures? Is it for milk? Is it for lunches? Is it supposed to go with the lunch menu? So I don't really know what it's for. So please put all that either in a baggie or an envelope or staple it together. Milk tickets. You can purchase a milk ticket that looks like this. They will have, if you want your child to have milk, they have chocolate milk and white milk. And you can mark it, I mark it off each day that they get one. When you get down here to the bottom, I shoot you a remind text and say, hey, we've got about 3 milk days left. If you want to go ahead and send money so that they can continue to get milk. Discipline. It's going to be in here as well. I try to do more positive than the negative. And the reason I do that is to keep them back on track. Yes, I do keep them on track as we're going. And so if your child's had to pull a strip, it means that I've given them several warnings trying to get them to redirect their behavior or to pay attention or to listen to what's going on. It's not you were talking and you get a strip pulled immediately. We do some re-talking. What are you supposed to be doing? Okay, let's show me. And so if they're doing it multiple times, then that's when they're having to pull a strip. Most of the time, I'm not going to be too concerned unless it becomes like it's becoming a daily habit. And so then I'll give you a call and we can set up a conference time and see how we can best address what works for your child. You can give me some ideas. I can tell you what's working in the classroom and how we're resolving some of this. The first page is over exactly what I just talked about, picking the kids up in the gym at 8:15. We dismiss at 2:30. 8:30, they are tardy. The next page is our curriculum. We do getting ready for school. And getting ready for school is laying the foundation along with learning to listen. We're asking lots of comprehension questions. We're asking lots of questions so that they have to really look at the details of the pictures to see what they think, to really use their imagination and their minds to know what's going on. That way when we do get to our very first reader, which is called I See, then they can already answer those questions about what do you see? What do you think it is? What do you think he looks like? And so that's a lot of things we do getting ready to read. So if your child is not sick, like vomiting, the diarrhea, fever, please go ahead and send them. If they have a little runny nose, like from seasonal allergies, go ahead and send them. I've got plenty of Kleenexes. If they're asthmatic, I'll make sure that we send inhalers, the whole 9 yards, to if we need to. It also tells you some of our themes that we're going to be doing for the year. The next page is going to be our schedule. That's when the other teachers are coming to the classroom, when the Spanish teacher's coming in here, when the music teacher's coming in here, when we leave to go to recess, or when we leave to go to art. The next one is special events. This is my sad day. Our special events have always been a big thing at St. John's. We have a big, huge Christmas pageant. We have lots of blessing of the animals where all the friends, families get to come. We've got a Thanksgiving feast. We have Easter. We have lots of parties where the parents get to help, but we don't get to do that this year. Some of these have got tentative by them. If that changes, it will go out in a newsletter, it will go out in a text, or it will come from Friends of St. John's, or I will even send you a reminder telling you, hey, this is when we've decided to do this. Unfortunately, for birthdays this year and class parties, you'll just have to send the things that you want them, that I've asked for. Class parties, I will have a sign-up sheet, so you'll be able to sign up for what you can bring. We, however, do have to have it peanut-free. Birthdays, I need to know 24 hours in advance so I can tell you what time would be the best time to send those. So I would appreciate the heads up. The next one is our Kooky Carnival. You got an email on that telling you how they were going to kind of do that this year. So if you haven't read that, go ahead and read through that, and I'm going to send another attachment home with you so you can see what's going on. It is our biggest fundraiser, and that's why it's so important, because we are a tuition-based school. This helps raise funds so that we can have new playground equipment, we can expand our playground, we can make sure that we ended up getting year before last with our Kooky Carnival money, a brand new computer lab. So just some things that are really useful for the kids. Talk just a little bit about class parties. You can read that. If you have any questions, let me know. My classroom rules. I have 6 little basic ones. If you'll just go over those with your kids, and they just kind of encompass everything that's going on, and it teaches them to be loving and caring, as well as be responsible for their actions. The discipline plan. This is outlined exactly how things would go. Remember, I'm not going to just get them right as it goes off. We do a lot of talking about what should you have done, how could you have handled that better. So we do a lot of that before anything gets really bad. But I am going to give you a shout out or a call if something is not correcting itself. Folders. Again, I said folders are your most important thing. That's my communication to you, from you. When you sign that calendar box, that tells me that you saw everything that was in there. Lunch orders, we talked about that. Just make sure that you're checking those folders. They're just very important. Okay, we have a miscellaneous page, and it just kind of tells you about what to wear, what not to wear. Girls, not the spaghetti straps, nothing that shows your stomach. Tennis shoes. I know sandals are cute, but they do go outside. There's some sticks and there's some rocks, and there's the little rubber things that they use for around the playground. They get stuck in their sandals, and sometimes they hurt their feet. So closed-toed shoes are the best. Calendar. You got a school calendar at the beginning of the year. Please follow that. If you know people that are in ECISD, our calendars don't match up. We're not off the same days that they are. They're not off the same days that we are. The only time we do anything like ECISD is for bad weather. If ECISD closes for bad weather, so do we. So make sure that if you say, oh, well, ECISD is off for Columbus Day, check our calendar to see if we're off for that day. It is very important that your child's here every day. If they do miss, I will send home the makeup work, and I do expect it to be completed at home and returned within a reasonable time. Usually if they miss one day, they get 2 days to work on it. So if they miss like on a Monday, if you'll turn it in by Wednesday, that'll be great. We'll kind of go from there, and I'll let you know when it's all due. My teacher conference. If these times don't work for you, shoot me a reminder. That's why I had everybody sign up, so you can say, hey, Ms. Clark, I need to set up a conference with you. These times don't work for me. I'm pretty flexible. As soon as I get out of my boot and I figure out what my schedule is for physical therapy, I'll let everybody know what other times I have available. Remind. I will answer reminds from 8 to 8:15 if you have a question. If you thought about something coming to school, shoot me a remind. Then I try not to respond till I have time to really look at it. I will check it if it comes in to see if it's something that pertains to that day. Like, hey, I'm picking so-and-so up at 2:30 today, they won't go to extended day, or I'm picking someone up to go to the dentist or the doctor, just give me a heads up and I'll check that and I'll just shoot you a quick thumbs up. But I don't stay on my phone and it's not with me at all times. Then I will check them again at 2:45, and I don't mind taking Remind up till about 7 o'clock, and then I like to try to be with my family after that. So if you have any questions after you get our little packet on what our expectations in the classroom are, shoot me a remind, send me a little note in their folder, and I'll be glad to help you figure out what's going on. I hope you have a great school year. Can't wait to get to meet all of y'all in person, hopefully someday that's sooner rather than later. So have a good evening. Bye.